The second item, I will, Kristy will have some information for us on a CD that came due for renewal. Put that on our agenda as an ad. And then also, I received a letter from the family that wants to abandon or vacate Galena Road, and I'll just, it'll not be an action item today. I will distribute the letter for review if there's anything that needs to be added to that. And then I told the family that we'd take that up in a couple of weeks as an action item. Okay, so with that, Kristy, what do you have for us?
Okay, so we had a 6-month CD at Commerce, and it came to terms on Friday, and it's currently at $800,300,508.77. That's with the interest that we just earned on it.
800, 530.
803, 508, 77.
508.77. Okay. 803, 508.77.
Yes.
Okay.
So it earned $15,239.44 in the 6 months.
Okay.
So I did contact the local banks, and they gave me lots of numbers. So I just made up a sheet.
Oh, perfect. I like that.
Having to like sit here and
You bet.
talk
Thank you.
this out. I contacted Arvis, but I never heard back from Arvis. So there's a wide array of times on there, time periods. The best one that I saw is Heritage has a 5-month for 4.1 or 4.1. And then Minmo has a 6-month for 3.75. Those were the higher amounts.
What does jumbo mean?
I think in the past it meant that is it when you can pull out? Because sometimes they'll be like
One
plus
time.
one, you know, or
+1 jumbo.
yeah. And so I don't know if I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
I know sometimes like it means that you can pull the money out or, you know, do something to it and they don't do anything, but I did not ask.
Isn't that what the flex, to where you can,
I didn't
you
ask
have the
them
flexibility
how
of
much.
using funds from it one time, or is that? They put so many different things on the end of those.
They know what they're talking about.
Well, they let us know what they're talking about. I was thinking that was in the flex for the flexibility of it. The jumbo was to let it, for that extra month, like a 13th month deal or something, you know, or a 7th month deal or something like that. But
Well, according to description here, it's a type of certificate deposit that generally requires a higher deposit and accrues interest at a higher rate than conventional CDs. So
for the
it's
jumbo,
an inflated CD. You have to have more money,
inflated,
and you get a little higher interest, is what their description says.
so they put a limit on it for the amount that you can put in.
Don't know.
It doesn't have a description on here, but like they have a 7-month special and you can open it with 500, and then they have a 7-month jumbo, but you have to have the 250. So I don't know if that's, you know.
Yeah.
But I just went through, this is what First State gave me, and I just went through and picked out the best looking
I like this.
ones instead of having to, because there were so many options. I'm like, I'm just gonna pick out the ones that looked the best and compared all of the 4 banks that did get back with me.
give my thoughts. On this particular CD, historically, we've invested that in 6-month or approximately 6-month cycles. Trying to look in the crystal ball and see what everybody's projecting here. Interest rates do look like they would be going down. But I think that 4.10 special for 5 months kind of fits where we've been. I think that would come due then September is my calendar, right? 5 months, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. And that we needed something then by the end of the year, the budget fell short for some reason due to economy or whatever. So that would be my thoughts. We have the other CD invested for a year, and I believe that comes due, was that late January?
It'll be
Or the first,
it's in
around the first of
Right.
January, I believe.
Okay, so we kind of keep them staggered that way. Not that they wouldn't be, but so that would be my thoughts.
That's kind of what I was thinking too, is with, like you say, the end of the year stuff and seeing what might come up, it'd still give us the availability to do something with it at that time. So.
And this is in capital improvements where this one resides. In case we had a major catastrophe here at the courthouse. Do I need to vote on that? Should I vote on that? Okay. All right, gentlemen, it looks like that might be a consensus, so I would listen to what you have to say and waive.
Yeah, I move to go ahead and accept the 5-month CD special there from Heritage Bank at a 4.1%.
I'll second it.
Okay, I have a motion and a second to approve the 5-month CD rate of 4.10% from Heritage Bank. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. Aye, all opposed, same sign.
How much would you like me to invest in
Okay.
the CD?
Yeah, so let's make that a separate motion then. So we have $803,508.77. So apparently we didn't take the interest out last time. We just let it accrue. So with what we did in January on the other CD, we took the interest and we moved it to GR so that the interest keeps working for us in the sense of to help with the budget, but we did not reduce the capital improvement fund except for the interest there, right? So what's your thoughts?
Well, that CD originally started out what, $750?
The first time that we did it, it was $750, and then when that one was up, we just moved it.
Every
the
bit of it
$750
went.
and the interest over to Commerce, we did the whole thing, and we didn't take any of the interest off of it. We just pushed it over. So if you just do $750, it'll be $53,508.77.
I would be okay, since it is a short-term 5-month deal, to move the whole amount into there. Or I could be okay the other way.
No, I'm kind of still on board with that too, as far as that, because right now I feel we're pretty well covered with the way we've done our budget for what we've got out there and what we're expected, and this will still give us availability to do something if it arises at that time. We still have plenty of time to plan for it and take care of it. So I think with that, I agree with you, Eric, on that, to move the whole amount and let it work better for
Okay,
our
you wanna
community.
make that a formal,
I'm gonna make a motion to move at least 803,508.77 into that 5-month CD.
I would second that.
any further discussion?
Well,
I-
at least is leaving me a little wondering.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
would.
So
I would
is this
add it to,
today or is this
Uh,
tomorrow or
that-
the next day?
It
Right.
was, that is what it will be, because he told me that they put it into a cause it was up on Thursday or
Okay.
Friday. And
So that
Commerce-
is our total,
Commerce
doesn't gain
put it
anymore.
into
Okay.
a non-interest bearing account right
Okay.
now.
Let me revise
So
my
it will be the
motion.
exact.
803,508.77 into the 5-month CD at Heritage Bank. That's a motion.
I would second the motion for $803,508.77.
okay, I have a motion and second to move the amount of 803,508.77 into a 5-month CD. Well, we've already done that.
Full amount.
The full amount.
Is what
Any
we're-
further discussion? Seeing
No.
none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Okay. Kristy, anything else for us? Nope. Thank you.
Thank you, Kristy.
All right. I just put County Commissioner Association training discussion in case anybody had any nuggets of any items that just really tickled their ear that we wanted to discuss today. I think it was a good training session. Probably some of the biggest things was still the where we're going with some of the legislation regarding assessments and maybe the tax code in the state of Missouri seemed to be the big takeaways for me. And then the lawsuit on SB3 as a non-impacted county. We're not part of that lawsuit. I think it was mentioned there's approximately 40 counties now that are involved in that. One commissioner did recommend that all counties join to strengthen our voice, but that didn't seem to necessarily gain any momentum there.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it had traction on that for those of us that are non-impacted for some of that. I mean, it's asking yourself to be opened up into something there, I think. Be the way I took that, visiting with a few others.
So that was probably it. Okay.
That's really the only thing that I had that stuck out. Did make a few more contacts and learn a few more things. We've got some people I think that we'd entertain coming and giving us a little more information on a few things that may help us countywide. So the next couple of weeks or so to get them put on the agenda to come visit.
All right. Give me that information when you're ready and we'll look at that. Okay. Public comments, items listed on the agenda. None. Okay. Routine business. Okay, public comments, items not listed on the agenda. None, okay. Other business, I would just pass down the letter I received from the individuals on Galena. And again, no action on that today, but if there's anything that they need to be informed of, we'll make them aware of it, and then we'll move forward with that as a agenda item for a couple of weeks.
Seems about like where you're at with visiting with them and
That's,
everything.
sounds good
Yep.
to me.
Okay, you bet.
All right. Let's see. We did have an email come through this morning. We offer, do we pay the health insurance for the assistant prosecuting attorneys?
I see that.
Do we pay it?
What's our extent of insurance for assistant prosecuting attorneys?
I'm thinking who's the assistant? One of them I know. And yes, I was trying to think who the other one was and whether or not. We've had some where their primary county is where they got their insurance. So the answer would be yes, unless we're typically not the primary county as an assistant, and then their primary county has picked them.
Okay.
So
The nature of the reason for the question is CCAM is gathering information because there is legislation proposed to increase the salary of the prosecutor full-time and the associate or assistant prosecuting attorney. So they're just wanting to get some information from us.
So did they discuss, by virtue of assistant prosecutor, is that a full-time assistant prosecutor or a part-time? Because we only deal with part-time assistant prosecutors. So I think that definition of assistant prosecutor seems to indicate full-time assistant prosecutor.
I understand your reasoning there, and I don't know that I could answer that. We would have to look at the language in the proposed.
No.
Which is why then I go back to, depending on who's covering on the health insurance to answer the question.
Okay.
As part-timers,
Okay.
they tend to be full-time between some 2, 3, whatever their arrangement is.
Right.
But they're part-time, but whoever the primary is where they are typically getting their coverage through.
Okay, I will ask that question.
Because we don't
Read-
have any
read
full-time
the-
assistants.
No full-time assistants. Okay.
Or is it just part-time?
Okay, anything else, gentlemen? Other business?
Laclede County Day's going up at the Capitol next week
Okay,
on the 11th, I believe it is.
Is that Lindsey?
Yes, correct. Just got that going, so it's the only thing I really got for now.
next
I know
week
what was coming
agenda,
up.
anything for that? We have MU extension, will be here just to provide a quarterly update. And that's the only thing I have at this point. Things do tend to come in. I'm unaware of any bids that are be open. We do have
I think on the 24th.
the 24th of the other ones, correct?
Yeah, no, not unless a couple of those contacts, like I said, from CCAM and stuff, they're supposed to email me their availability and stuff from there. That's all, get me that first, and then we'll get a spot for the agenda and then let them know.
Okay.
So I'd like to go over that first before we put them on.
Okay.
So nothing else on my end that I know of. Just
Okay.
preparing for some rain.
I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Yep.